Alright, hello guys and welcome back. Drew here. So this week we are getting into some more modern. James is going to be playing Tooth and Nail and I'm going to be playing Living End. So let's just get straight into the deck tech. Basically what Living End is good at is it cycles all of its creatures to draw cards and get creatures into the graveyard. So basically the idea of Living End is you get as many creatures into the graveyard as you can using cycling or sacrificing them, and then you play Living End. Living End is a cool card. It lets you get all the creatures in your graveyard back onto the battlefield. It is pretty expensive though, and you do have to suspend it. So we use cards like Demonic Dread and Violent Outburst, which have Cascade, which let us basically cheat in Living End by the Cascade mechanic. Yeah, so let's just get straight into a match. We'll create one right here. That seems good. Alright, so let's see who we can get. So here's the deck. As you can see, it's a pretty good deck. Right now, on MTG Goldfish at least, it's definitely, I think it's number 4 or 5 on the metagame. So a lot of people are playing it right now. Yeah, but it's definitely really cool. So our build is a little bit different than the build on MTG Goldfish, but I do like this build a lot better. Okay, so here we go. Roll our dice. We got a 12. Oh, we actually got a good dice roll. Alright, so we will play. See what we draw. Okay, so this is a pretty good hand. We have a Violent Outburst and some cycling creatures, even a Simian Spirit Guide. So we can definitely keep this. So we're going to play the Gorge first and just cycle our Minotaur. And then cycle the Street Wrath. Just super good. Okay, and that was a pretty good first turn. Next turn we're going to be able to cycle the Carabid, and hopefully we draw another cycling card. Nice, okay. So he has Sacred Foundry out, so he's probably playing maybe some type of burn. Right here we're just going to play the Cliffs, cycle our Carabid, draw a card, let's see what we get. We got a Fulminator Mage, okay. We're going to also cycle another Wrath. So Fulminator is pretty good right here. Oh, nice. And we draw into another Carabid. So we'll cycle that too. So our graveyard's looking super good. That'll be the end of our turn. We got a lot of big creatures in here. Seems pretty solid. And he's going to pass the turn. So let's see what we draw. This is what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to play another Cliffs. I'm going to cycle the Architects. And tap 3 for Fulminator, and we'll just take out the untapped land. Okay, and that should be the end of our turn. So next turn we should be able to get all these creatures back from the graveyard using a Violent Outburst. Okay, so he's going to tap 2, probably destroy one of our lands. Oh, well, they both destroy lands. He's going to take out a Gorge. Okay. That's not going to affect us at all, really, because we're going to be able to use another Gorge in our hand. We got a Dread. Okay, so we can play this Gorge, and now we can tap for Violent Outburst. So the Cascade mechanic basically makes you reveal the top cards of your library until you get a card that costs less than the Cascade card. And Living End doesn't cost anything because you have to suspend it. So we can automatically play Living End, and we get a ton of creatures back, which is super good. So there's all of our creatures. We're going to use Architect of Will on us. That lets us look at the top 3 cards of our library. I mean, I guess go like this. You know, it's let's see. Let's move this guy to the top. Okay, that should be cool. Main phase 1. Just take out another Sacred Foundry with our Fulminator. I know that's pretty mean, but that's what's gonna have to happen. So next turn we can swing for a lot of damage. He gets the planes off, passes the turn. We draw into our Carabid, so we're just going to cycle him. Draw a card, we get our Dread. Go into attack phase. We are just going to attack with everything, I think. Hopefully he can't do anything. 4-8. Okay, so that's game 1. So now we're gonna go into game 2. So I have no clue what this guy's playing. He could be playing Burn. In which case we could put in Gnaw to the Bone. I think we're just gonna keep our deck how it is and see how it goes, because we don't really have enough information about his deck, so we'll just go with this. Draw our hand. We're gonna risk it. We're gonna keep it. This isn't the best hand ever. It's a lot and a lot of lands. We do have one cycling creature, which is good. We'll try it. We will try it. Okay, so we got another cycling creature, which is pretty good. So, makes this hand decently good. Cycle the Minotaur. Draw a card. And we got the Violent Outburst, so that's also really good. And then, yeah. So he's going to play his... Okay. So he's going to take out our land. That's cool. That sucks for us. We do have a Simian Spirit Guide, though, which will essentially be a land. And, okay, that's his turn. Let's see what we draw. We got a Fulminator Mage. So we're just going to cycle Carabid, I guess. We get a Jungle Weaver. So if he doesn't kill this land, we can cycle the Weaver next turn. That's pretty good. He might be playing like a Stone Rain deck. I don't know. Maybe Land Destruction. We don't need too many lands in this deck to function. We just need 3 to be able to play this. But he's going to take out another land. That's pretty rough. Pass back to us. So we got 8 cards in hand. Let's see, what can we do? Cycle this guy off the bat. Get another Fulminator. Play the Watery Grave tapped. I guess that's our turn. We can't do much anyways. If we draw another Spirit Guide, we will be able to get some decently big creatures back. He's going to play a Blood Moon, so this is now... Oh, that's going to suck for us. Okay. So we can play this. It's going to just turn into a mountain, though. We're going to need to somehow get a green source. Play this, though. We'll cycle the Jungle Weaver. Draw a card. And that's the end of our turn. So... we're going to really need to get some sort of green source. So he's just going to hard cast a Simian Spirit Guide. Let's see what we draw. Deadshot Minotaur. So here's another mountain. Huh. We really just need a green source. We draw another card there. Get a Blood Crypt. This might be game. If we can't draw our Forest or a Pale Recluse, that's probably game. He's got us on a 9-turn clock. Just gotta whoops. I just gotta think about this real quick. So we have a couple of options. So untap, let's draw. So we get Architects of Will. Play the Blood Crypt tapped, I guess. We can play a Fulminator just to block the Simian Spirit Guide. I guess that's what we'll do. It's not the best. It's not bad either. It's pretty much our turn. He's going to attack. I'm going to take it this time. Take 2, and he's going to end his turn. So back to our turn. So we get another mountain, basically. Okay. So we really need to hit Pale Recluse or our Forest. That's the only thing that's going to save us here. If we can hit that, though, we're going to be crushing it. So play another Fulminator Mage, and that'll be our turn. I guess we'll just see how this goes. At this point in the game, though, he can't kill us, which is good, so we definitely have some time. He doesn't have too much pressure on the board. I'm going to take that 2 again. Second main phase, probably going to kill land. Oh, another Simian Spirit Guide. Okay. And back to our turn. Alright, so we can at least cycle this guy. Draw a card. Yes! Yes, we did it. Okay, so we can play our Forest, which is a forest. And we're going to be able to... First, we're going to kill our Fulminator Mage. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so now we can just play our Violent Outburst. Should be good. Whoops. Hopefully we can get Living End soon. This is kind of the annoying part of playing this deck. Okay, still going. So another thing I love about this deck, though, is just cycling. Oh, there it is. Being able to draw a ton of cards is super nice. So move all these to the bottom. These 2 are going to go to the graveyard. We're going to be able to get all these creatures, which is super awesome. And we got the Jungle Weaver in there. He's a great card. Alright, and then we're just going to take out some more of his lands because why not? Take out both of his Sacred Foundries. Sweet. And that should pretty much be our turn. So next turn, if we want to, we can Beast Within the Blood Moon, which, I mean, we don't need to really. But basically just getting that forest was all we needed. Blood Moon is a killer. He says lol. Let's see what he gets. He gets a Rest in Peace. Oh, wow, we're lucky we got that forest. Exile. Let's see, move graveyard to exile. Alright, so our Living End combo is pretty much down the drain, but that's alright. Oh, we could Beast Within his Rest in Peace. I think, how much damage do we have? Oh, he's... Alright, so he says GG. So, we won both our games with Living End, which is pretty awesome. This guy is super awesome. Oh, whoops. Oh, he already left. Yeah, so that's Living End. We'll have another video up for you with Living End pretty soon, and then James should have his Tooth and Nail videos up. And then, like I said, at the end of the week, me and James are going to battle it out. It's going to be pretty awesome. But thanks again for listening, and we'll see you guys on the flip side.